George Halvorson. I was the president and CEO of HealthPartners for 17 years. When I joined the organization, it was called Group Health. And Group Health was an old, classic staff model HMO. One of the major challenges was to overcome the change in the marketplace from offering many health plans to offering just one or two. So we ended up going to med centers and said, let's merge the two organizations and then anchor the whole thing in the old co-op movement. A lot of names were considered, obviously, but HealthPartners seemed to be a name that people liked. What do people really want? People don't want transplants. They want to be healthy enough to never need a transplant. And then Partners is perfect because it's about team care, it's about integrated care, it's about being a partnership with the member and the physician and the care team. And also we were taking in all of these separate clinics and bringing them together with the group health clinics. And we wanted to reflect the fact that that should be a partnership as well. It's one of the things I love about HealthPartners is that it's a co-op. Members elect the board, members govern the place. The beauty of the co-op model is that you can focus entirely on the member, on the patient. So when you're figuring out what we should be doing for 5 years from now or 10 years from now, it's really what would benefit the patient in 5 years? What would benefit the patient in 10 years? It's not about the stockholders, because if you're a for-profit company, your number one legal accountability is to your stockholder. If you're a not-for-profit company, your accountability is to the future. And we actually started what later became HEDIS. We were looking for quality measures, so we ended up measuring about 20 different quality attributes and comparing our progress historically. And half a dozen other health plans decided that makes a lot of sense. And ultimately that group of people took it to the Washington Business Group on Health, and the HEDIS measurements that you see for the country started with HealthPartners database. We were the first major medical group in the country to have an electronic medical record for our patients. When we put our first system in, we knew that we needed an insurance system so that we could generate bills and pay claims. But we wanted the doctors to have all of the information about the patient, so we turned the system into a combination medical record and billing system. And so the old patient profile system was actually the first large-scale use of electronic medical records by a medical group in the country. The other thing that HealthPartners did on medical research is the rest of the world was doing medical research. It was largely focused on chemicals and individual procedures. HealthPartners started looking at population health. And so there were whole aspects of care research that were pioneered at HealthPartners that are now kind of the model for what the country's doing. Mary has great vision, she has great ethics, she has great leadership, that she has all of the energy necessary to move in those directions. Some of the things that are really important for the country right now, like hospital safety, were things where Mary was actually the pioneer and the leader. She was the catalyst that created Safest in America. Safest in America is a hospital coalition that's made Minnesota hospitals the safest in the country. I was the first chair of that. But I was chair because Mary invented it, set it up, made it happen. And so I knew when I left that Mary was going to do a great job running HealthPartners. If you are living entirely on a fee-for-service model, you make all of your money by having patients in need of care. And what you really want is to have patients enjoying health. Well, the fact that HealthPartners is a co-op and not-for-profit lets HealthPartners do things that a lot of other organizations couldn't do. I think it's a great model. I think we're right on the edge of making a real difference to take this to the next level.